For more on the Mpumalanga launching its division of the High Court, our reporter Abongile Dumako is in Mbombela in Mpumalanga. Abongile?
Well, certainly history to be made here in Mpumalanga. This as President Cyril Ramaphosa will officially launch the division of Mpumalanga of the High Court here in Mbombela. Of course, this province has been sort of without a court for a long time, having to utilize the North Gauteng High Court in Pretoria for some of its cases that needed attention. But now that will be a thing of the past, comprising of 12 courtrooms, costing at about 1.1 billion rand. Of course, having been a budget that has been seen sort of raising from the initial budget that was allocated for the construction of this court here in Mpumalanga. Of course, it is along Samora Machel, just in the CBD of the city. Certainly, Mtshweni-Tsipane is the Premier of the province joining us now. Premier, thank you so much for your time. Good morning to you. An achievement indeed for Mpumalanga. You've got a High Court.
Oh, thank you very much. Good morning to you and the listeners back at home. Indeed, this is history to us as the people of Mpumalanga, and we are very much delighted by the establishment of this High Court. As you are aware that our people for decades used to travel quite long distances, having to travel to Gauteng to access the services that are provided by a High Court. And we are saying this High Court is a fulfillment for our democratic dispensation to ensure that our people does have access to justice, and therefore as a province we could not rejoice more, and we are very much grateful for the good work that has been done by the President. As you know, that the issue of gender-based violence is quite rife these days, and we are happy to have an establishment of this nature. Our people will feel at ease at any given time to access judiciary system within their shores, and therefore we are thankful and grateful to have this. And we are equally calling and inviting our legal expertise that have left the province to go and practice in other provinces. As you know that we are the last province to have such a High Court. We are calling them back to the province to come with their knowledge and expertise so that they provide our people with legal services. Over and above the legal services that they will be accessing, we will be having the Legal Aid Board sitting in this building for those people within our communities who are not affording the justice system. So therefore, it would be accessible by everybody, irregardless of your affordability. That to us is an achievement.
And of course, you did speak about the issue of gender-based violence, which I've seen you advocating here in Mpumalanga province. And of course, your message, if you may, to those who are actually sort of under that traumatic experience currently in as far as utilizing this court is concerned.
Well, to us as Mpumalanga, we've taken a firm stance to say that we are not going to tolerate abuse of women and children, and we will continue to advocate for that. We are calling for all our women who are subjected day in and day out to abuse to come out, not to close, to shut down. They've got access to judiciary system, they've got access to government services, they've got access to SAPS that will assist them, because all of us, we've taken a conscious decision, we've concerted our effort to make sure that we need to protect the future generation of this country. One woman that is killed is way too much for us. A child that is killed, we are destroying the future of this country, and therefore we strongly believe that our judicial system as well, they are of course already on board. We've seen quite a number of cases that have been tried here in Mpumalanga. Firm decisions have been taken, and as government and the people of Mpumalanga, we are happy thus far, and we must indicate that our drive for gender-based violence, it has yielded positive results more and more. For the past 3 weeks, we've not had any new cases that are registered within a province. Therefore, it says that the awareness is making sense. It's knocking sense in the minds of our people, and we are grateful for that. We are saying, men, stand up, own up. don't abuse our women and children. You need to take a firm stance and be responsible citizens of this country and this province.
Now, we've seen the Minister of Justice and Correctional Services, Ronald Lamula, of course, having arrived here as well. And of course, we also understand Public Works Minister Patricia de Lille is on her way here, rather. Now, tell us about the relationship in as far as having made sure that this state-of-the-art court is delivered today, looking at your relationship with the national government, including the presidency.
Well, as the government of the African National Congress, being led by President Cyril Ramaphosa, we've taken a stance to say that we need to work in a much more coordinated and integrated approach. And this, of course, is one of the outcomes that we have achieved. And today we can say that as the province of Mpumalanga, we believe that this court will yield a positive spin-off insofar as the administration of justice within the province. So this is one of the typical example of integrated approach that has been advocated by the president. And we are saying, just as you know, after this, the president will be receiving a 25-year review report that speaks basically about the provision of services across the province and of course all other provinces, and that will also include the national spectrum and the local spectrum. Therefore, that thing continuously, the president he walks the talk, and therefore that would be done today in the University of Mpumalanga just after the opening of this court.
Mtshweni-Tsipane is the Premier of Mpumalanga. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Well, there you have it, the Premier of the province, upbeat, excited, and of course happy that things are beginning to unfold for the better in as far as the justice system is concerned in the length and breadth of Mpumalanga province. And of course, calling on all those who are in the legal sector to come back home in Mpumalanga and exercise the right of delivering those services to those who need the most, which are the locals of this province of Mpumalanga. And of course, President Cyril Ramaphosa expected to do that official launch of this High Court here in Mpumalanga in a jiffy. Back to you in studio in Johannesburg.
Thank you so much, Abongile Dumako. And any moment now we'll be going live to Mpumalanga as proceedings begin there. But as I said earlier, beyond just the opening of the court, the president is also there to launch the 25-year review report looking at South Africa's democracy in the past 25 years and how it has fared.
Yeah, so we're asking you, how would you describe the past 25 years of democracy? You can send us your thoughts at the agenda_SABC.